Hi there, Shalom. I just wanted to share a quick message with you because we all go through, here's my cat, Sarah. We all go through things that are sometimes scary, difficult. We don't understand what we're going through. And last night, we brought my cat, Sarah, home from my daughter's place. I had been in Canada and the States for about 8 months. And that's a long time. And so she was staying at my daughter's place, and they got a few cats there and a big guard dog. And I think Sarah was she was a little freaked out by it all. But anyways, we finally decided to bring her back to my place so that she could live with me again. And I was really anxious about it because I know that she doesn't travel well. She's really scared in the car, and we've tried just taking her in our arms, but she jumps on the dash and she jumps around in the car and she's freaking out, and so we have to put her in a cat carrier, and she really doesn't like that. So I was really praying and hoping it would go well and that we would have grace. Anyways, we did get her into the cat carrier, no problem, thanks to my son-in-law. Emmanuel got her in. He said she went in no problem. I was like, okay, great. We put her in the car. And right away, as soon as we start driving, maybe it's the motion of the car, I don't know what. Since we start driving, she starts howling, yowling. She's freaking out in there. And then we can smell it. Diarrhea everywhere. I mean, she's just so scared that she just loses control. She's just terrified. And then we had to drive with all the windows down on the highway. All the kids were in, all the girls were in the back seat, and she's back there. And it's like, oh no. But it was only about a 40-minute drive. We got her home. I got her in the apartment, got her out of the cage, cleaned her up, and then she kind of looked around, sat down. She realized that she's home with me, and she just started to purr. She was purring and purring. She was so happy, and it's only been like a day. But she won't leave my side. She's just with me every second. I don't know if you can see her. She's here right now. Can you see her down there? There she is. Okay, there's Sarah. Yeah. She's like, you're not going anywhere. No, Sarah. And she's a little feisty. But when we parked, my daughter shared such a great metaphor with me that I have to share with you. And she said, it's just like us sometimes. Sometimes we're going through something and it's so scary and we just feel freaked out about it. We don't understand why it's happening. We're very uncomfortable and we're panicking and we're scared and why am I going through this? But what we don't understand, what Sarah didn't realize, you're going somewhere much better. You're going to be back home with me. You're going to be happy, and you're not going to have other cats fighting with you. You're not going to have a dog that you have to protect yourself from. You're going to be so happy. And she was just so happy to be back with me. She still is. She's hasn't stopped purring. And so if we can think about that with our own lives, that sometimes we're just so freaked out about something that is going on. We don't understand it. We're scared. And we just need to have faith that God is taking us somewhere better. And yes, we may have to go through something that is uncomfortable, something that is scary, something that we don't understand why we're going through it. But we have to trust that in the end, God is taking us somewhere so much better. We're going to be so happy. And it just reminded me because this week we're going to be celebrating 2 back-to-back special days. The first one is Yom HaZikaron, the Israeli Remembrance Day, where we remember all our fallen soldiers and the victims of terrorism, and a lot of people are going to be mourning and grieving and weeping and crying and visiting the grave sites and the cemeteries. They're going to have special ceremonies, and we honor the memory of those that we've lost. And then at sundown, it immediately switches into the celebration of Israeli Independence Day, Yom Ha'atzmaut. And you think, well, why would they put these two so close together? And I think it's on purpose, because it reminds us that our sorrow can be turned to joy, and it can happen quickly, and it can happen suddenly. And I love the Psalm 30. It says, weeping may last for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And then it says, Lord, you've turned my mourning into dancing. You have taken off, I can't turn the page because Sarah's on it. You have put off my sackcloth and clothed me with gladness, or with joy, with simcha, to the end that my glory may sing praise to you and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give you thanks forever. So can we just hang on through those really tough times, the painful times, the difficult times when we don't understand and when it's scary, and trust that God can turn our mourning into dancing, our sorrow into joy. And it can happen quickly, it can happen even suddenly. So hang on, have faith, be strong and courageous, and just sending you our love and shalom from me and Sarah. There she is from Israel. Shalom, shalom.